So at the beginning of the month, I released a short film that I was working on way back in sort of June, July time, and people seem to quite like it, which is encouraging. So what I really wanted to do today was make a video about all of the ways in which the short film that I made is terrible and failed, and all the reasons I don't like it. I tend to be pretty critical of my own work. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to be more positive. So instead, I'm going to talk about all the ways that we succeeded at one specific thing. Okay, so something that we managed to do pretty well was align the audience with the main character. So the first thing that I think we did that was useful and worked well was the use of point of view shots.
Don't.
Now, I kind of like to go a bit crazy with point of view shots. I like to have people doing things straight into the camera and looking directly at things. So this is probably slightly more than most people would do. For example, this shot from just a couple of seconds into the film is from the present day version of our main character panning up, because if you were in that position, you would be looking straight at the guy and following their face whilst they scrambled back. So that is exactly what the camera did. Similarly, having the other person actually look into the lens, that kind of makes you feel like you're there a little bit more. At least I think it does. Another thing that we kind of tried to do was have them move to represent him sort of processing things and connecting ideas. So for example, the panning down to the button from the face, that's meant to show the sort of the realization that he's going to take the button and keep it because he knows that it's the time travel device that could potentially be rather helpful. Similarly, this point of view shot pans up and connects the body with the people at the door, and you can sort of feel him processing, this body would be seen by those people in the door if I open it. Maybe opening it's a bad idea. Maybe that's the thing that I shouldn't do. So another thing that we did is include a lot of close-ups of hands.
Don't.
So close-ups of faces really connect you to characters, and that's just sort of a basic known thing. But I personally have always found that close-ups of hands are really good for showing characters making decisions, because you know, hands are how you operate with the world. Like you pick things up and you maneuver them, and like you fold pieces of paper, and that's probably making a lot of noise. So when he's considering whether or not to take the device, what we did was close-ups of hands cut in with close-ups of the face, and through that you read the consideration of the thing that his hands are doing. That same technique is repeated later on, where he's considering touching the body but then decides not to. That's all close-up of face, close-up of hand. That's all there is to it. Again, major moment in the film, will he open the door or not? How do we show that? As a close-up of his hand on the handle. Close-ups of hands, making decisions. It's probably worth saying this is like how I think about it. It's what works for me. I'm sure lots of people with a lot of technical knowledge would be like, what? Similarly, I'm sure a lot of people with a lot of technical knowledge would be like, of course, like, duh, why are you making a whole video about this? This is like the most obvious thing. But I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. This is a little insight into my thought process. It's fun, I guess. So just whilst I'm doing things that I liked about this film, this shot here is pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty nice. Also, this moment of sound design, some of the most fun I've ever had making sounds. The sound, generally speaking, in this film is not very good, but that moment, damn son, I like it. I'm just gonna say it now because I can't hold it in for a whole video. I can't do a whole video about talking about this film without saying some of the things that I really, really disliked, because a lot of things went wrong and I can't not. So, sound design as a whole, total mess. What is this? What is that buzzing noise? Why is it completely silent here? We don't hear him walk. What's going on? Part of the sound design thing is the terrible dubbing.
Holy shit.
What's going on with the dubbing? I'll tell you what was going on with the dubbing. We recorded it badly on the day, and then I couldn't get to the actors to direct the ADR stuff, so I basically just told them to record it.
Who is it?
All of the main characters' lines were just recorded on one microphone. All of the police officers' lines were recorded on another one by a different person who wasn't even the police officer.
You don't look too good.
It's a mess. The lighting is kind of flat as well, which I don't really like, and I didn't really think too much about the colour, so you get these big, distracting, like, blocks of red, which just annoy me and detract from the power of the red bloodstain, which was meant to be like the central red thing in the shot. Some of the shots are kind of boring as well, like the thing with him going for the milk and the picking up the sheet, and they just kind of, they don't, like, they kind of tell the story, but they don't, they don't look nice. I'm squirming so much just thinking about the things that went wrong with this film. But I'm mainly squirming because I think it could have been pretty good. I mean, it is pretty good, but it could have been really good. Oh, if we just nailed everything. I don't like the end either, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna say it's fine. I'm gonna put a pin in it. I'm gonna say, look, these are all loads of things that we did well, and that's gonna be the main focus of the video. I hope. I don't know how this is going to have balanced out. I may have ended up talking about the bad stuff more than the good stuff. Editing, Matthew. Fix my problems. Oh, another thing that I love, Adam, who shot the damn thing and did the visual effects, did a really good job with the visual effects. That teleporting, it looks great. It looks really good. It's great. Well done. I'm pleased. That was really good. I like that a lot. I've got myself kind of riled up. I need to go get calm and relax. And yes, I did a decent job with this film. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I know it's not perfect, but I did a decent job. There, good. There we go. That's good. That's a healthy middle ground. Healthy middle ground. That's what it is. Also, this moment of sound design, hey, that moment of sound design, am I right?